Hello, Regina and Damian. This is your professor. I'm leaving video feedback for your group project. So I'm going to talk about your presentation and then the artifact. So your presentation, I thought overall was very good. You guys were very smooth. You did a great job, sharing the stage, and you had like what felt like a very polished presenting style together, which either you're very good at presenting or you spend some time practicing, or maybe a bit of both. I think I really liked the way you present yourself as like ex SpaceX employees, right? That was fun. Good way to do it. You both did a good job of navigating the text-heavy slides that you had, right? You didn't like read through all the data points, but you just pointed to the high points. You had good use of evidence on the slides. You used some graphs and things like that. You use rhetorical questions with the audience, so it was a good way of keeping the audience engaged by talking about the slides the way you did, and with the rhetorical questions. You again, good practice, good like sharing the stage, handing off halfway through. Good engagement with the audience when you did your Q&A part. You were good with that. I would suggest focusing more on the neural link scheme and just narrowing the focus. I think we talked about this when we met. And that would be the main thing, because it was just a lot of different theories happening, just a lot of stuff about Elon Musk. And it really kind of diffused the impact of, what we can, how you can sell this to the audience, right? Because there's just too much to cover in, 8-10 minutes. And, your thesis was a little bit too broad, right? That Musk is a dirtbag, basically, and doing all these different things. You should try to focus it on one thing. The artifact had the same. That's the basic problem with the artifact, is trying to do too much. You're also, with the artifact, I think you need to look at the instructions, because you're supposed to come up with your own conspiracy theory and just focus on that. When I look at this artifact, I see a lot of recycled information about Elon Musk, about these different things he's involved with, in real life things, right? Like he is doing some, his business practices are unethical. But remember, for this one, we're really focusing on that idea of conspiracy theory and think about what a conspiracy theory looks like, how that's sold visually and through specific use of certain kinds of evidence. And I'm not seeing that in the artifact, right? I don't see the academic articles that are required in, I think it's part 3. I see a little bit of the part 2 where you're talking about communities, but again, you're citing actual videos of people, 10 problems of owning a Tesla, and your beginning and end part don't really hit the instructions as they're supposed to, right? I'm asking for a certain length, 3 paragraphs of introductory stuff, focusing on your own manufactured conspiracy theory, right? So in this case, you could take something about Musk, but then push it further and take it past the bounds of believability, or at least put your own spin on it, right? That he's harvesting brainwaves through Teslas to, power his army of super monkeys or something, right? Just push it a bit too far, just because, again, we're playing with the form of a conspiracy theory here instead of just finding dirt on Elon Musk, which is not hard to do, right? So the first part doesn't really meet the instructions, and neither does the end part, where your call for action is just, it's not long enough, and it's not really like focused enough on your specific manufactured conspiracy theory. So those are some points of feedback about both the presentation and the artifact. If you have any questions, of course, you can email me. And otherwise, have a great day.